myself how to play piano and taking choir for 7 years, I learned that one of the most important skills a musician can have is knowing how to read key signatures. So before you can actually read the key signature, you have to understand some basic components of the grand staff. The grand staff is composed of the treble clef and the bass clef and the 7 notes in the musical scale from A to G. It's important that you know where middle C is on the grand staff. Middle C is the C right here between the treble and the bass clefs. As long as you know where that is, you can pretty much figure out where any of the other notes are. It'll go alternating line and space C, D, E, F, G, A, or down C, B, A, F, or A, G, and so forth. Some people will also use mnemonic devices and memory aids to remember the notes. The next thing you want to know is that the sharps and flats always go in the same order on the key signature. Sharps will always be in the order F, C, G, D, A, E, B, and the flats will always be in the order B, E, A, D, G, C, F. So now that you know that, you can start to understand the key signature. The easiest key for people to remember typically is C major, because there are no sharps or flat and there is no rule to remember it. When you start to add sharps to your key signature, you add in the order that we discussed earlier. So the first sharp you'll add is F sharp. The rule for sharp keys is that you'll move a half step up from the last sharp. So in this case, F sharp is your last sharp, you move a half step up and you get G major. The same would follow for D major. Your second sharp is C sharp, and you go a half step up from C sharp and you get D major. All of the sharp keys follow this pattern. F sharp major is usually the one that tricks people because you still follow the same rule. Your last sharp is E sharp, but people think that a half step up from E sharp is F, and it's actually F sharp, so you have F sharp major. Your last sharp key is C sharp major, and that's the key with all 7 sharps. F major is the first of the flat keys. F major does not follow the same rule as the other flat keys, so you just have to remember that the key with 1 flat is F. B flat major is your second flat key. It follows the general pattern of all the other flat keys, which is you look at the second to last flat, and you can figure out your key signature. So the second to last flat in this case is B flat, so you have B flat major. Likewise, your second to last flat in the key of 3 flats is E flat, so you have E flat major. You follow this pattern for all of the flat keys. Your last flat key, the key with 7 flats, is C flat major, just like C sharp major. And now you know how to read key signatures. It's the first step to really being able to understand music, and from there you can learn things such as minor keys and how to read solfege. And so the next time you pick up a piece of sheet music, try reading the key signature. Some people find it sort of tedious, but I think that once you know what you're doing, it's actually kind of fun.